Vehicles queuing to enter crematorium in Beijing, carrying bodies, hearses entering and exiting funeral homes, workers in hazmat suits carrying bodies into building for cremation. After 3 years of pursuing a flawed zero-COVID policy which saw the Chinese leadership inflict the worst kind of torture on its citizens, imposing extremely strict restrictions and not allowing anyone to breathe, China has now reversed its policy, and these are pictures from China right now. Hospitals are filling up with patients. Crematoriums are overflowing right now. The streets are deserted. Weeks after lifting COVID restrictions, funeral homes in Beijing are flooded, struggling to meet up with calls for crematorium services even as infections surge. Officially, China has suffered just 5,237 COVID-related deaths during the pandemic, including the latest 2 fatalities, a tiny fraction of its 1.4 billion population and very low by global standards. There is growing doubt that China's data is not capturing the fast worsening situation on the ground. The country has stressed on the need to vaccinate better. It says 30% of senior citizens are not vaccinated in the country. Beijing has started to now use the nasal vaccine.
我全部接种了，我之前的第1针、第2针加强针，这是第4针嘛，都全部接种了。如果舒服的话，肯定还是这种的更舒服、更快捷一些嘛，不用肌肉注射了。对，但是可能感觉肌肉注射看起来好像是更正规，安全性更高一些。其实但是如果效果一样的话，就这样肯定更好。
However, the country's policy of not allowing its population of having any exposure to the infection and developing natural immunity, also its poor vaccination rates, has cost it dear.
In the absence of population-wide immunity from natural infection, this puts a large number of individuals at risk. China's dynamic zero COVID strategy was effective in reducing deaths so far. But the flip side of that is the lack of immunity resulting from natural infection in its population.
On Saturday, these pictures of bodies being wrapped in blankets surfaced. China has told its population to nurse their mild symptoms at home. Medical workers have been going door to door offering to vaccinate elderly residents in their homes. Questions have also been raised about the efficacy of its homegrown vaccines as the country refuses to bring in vaccines made outside of China. A study published by Nature in May 2022 predicted that in 6 months after China ditches the COVID restrictions, it will see 112 million symptomatic cases, 1.6 million deaths, and demand for intensive medical care 15.6 times greater than the national capacity. A terrible situation for its people who are already at the receiving end of the leadership's failure in handling the crisis it first created.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.